Welcome to the History of Game Grumps. Today I will be covering the origins of the channel, the changes they've made over time, side projects they've been involved in, and hopefully I'll find something we can learn from their success. Just a quick disclaimer, if my voice sounds a little funny right now, or if my voice cracks or anything, it's because I'm a little sick. I just got home from MAGFest a couple days ago, but I think we'll make it. So anyway, on July 10th, 2012, Arin Hansen and John Jafari launched videos on their respective channels, introducing their fans to a new project, Game Grumps. I plan on making more in-depth videos specifically about Egoraptor and Jontron, so I'll only scrape the surface here. Arin was very popular at the time for his cartoons that he created under the username Egoraptor.
Get out, you loser.
Shut up, hotness.
He is one of, if not the most, influential figure in online animation. Many current-day online animators will credit Egoraptor as one of their biggest inspirations, and you can see his animation style in lots of other animators' work. John was somewhat popular on YouTube at the time, with around 150,000 subscribers on his channel called Jontron Show.
Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice, how could you? Fool me 3 times, you're officially that guy, okay? You know the one. You go to the bar, he's like, this suit is officially is a Giorgio Armani. Ask my dad knows him. Fuck you! I ain't having that shit!
He makes highly produced satirical reviews of video games and occasionally movies. They are very original and high quality videos, and he has since amassed a large cult following. Both Arin and John's content was already in the realm of gaming, so making a Let's Play channel would be something both of their audiences could get behind. And they did. The channel grew very fast, reaching 100,000 subscribers in the matter of days. In the beginning, Arin and John edited the episodes themselves, but it proved to be a time-consuming task and hired Barry Kramer. Barry and John graduated high school together and were roommates at the time.
What the fuck, Barry? What are you doing?
What?
Bro, Barry, are you kindling that fire?
I was like, Barry? Barry?
Oh, this is gonna be...
Barry is gonna be very confused. Barry's gonna literally be watching this like, what?
If for all those who are Game Grumps fans and not Resident Evil fans, this guy's name is Barry.
Yeah.
This gave John and Arin more time to focus on other projects as well. With online success comes an online community. A subreddit was created for Game Grumps, and on here was posted memes, fan creations, small AMAs for the Grumps, the usual stuff. And if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you came here from the Grumps subreddit. Both Arin and John were partnered with the Game Station, an MCM that was purchased by Maker Studio and renamed Polaris in 2013. As per usual with large networks, the Grumps did collaborations with other Maker talent for promotional purposes. The last project John and Arin worked on together for Maker was the promotion for Pacific Rim.
3 words! 3 words! Okay, cool.
What are you guys doing?
I got it! I got it! Yes!
You couldn't have just told him?
We don't need to.
We're inside each other.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, another video was released on the Game Grumps channel called Ode to Jontron. In this heartbreaking video, it was announced that John would be parting ways with the Grumps to focus on his passion project, Jontron Show. This video also acted as the introduction to the new not-so-grump, Dan Avidan, also known as Danny Sexbang.
I'm gonna miss him so much. Who on earth am I gonna be playing games with now?
You Piccadilly whore! What?
Many fans were displeased with the departure of Jontron, but Arin did not let this affect his vision for the channel. Game Grumps had just reached 1 million subscribers and had no end in sight. The fact that Arin continued the show after literally half of Game Grumps was replaced shows his maturity and dedication to the channel. A small vocal minority of lovelies, the pet name for Game Grumps fans, felt there was more to John leaving than just a shift in creativity. I won't get into too much details because most people think it's immature and creepy, but people started forming theories about why John left or was kicked out of Game Grumps. While I don't agree with any of the conspiracies out there, they have very much become a part of the Game Grumps community, and in that regard it's worth mentioning. Look into them for yourselves if you're interested, but I won't talk about them here. Getting back on track, John left, Danny joins. Before John's departure, the Grumps released a promotional video for a spin-off show they created called Steam Train. Steam Train was essentially the same show except the hosts were Dan Avidan and Ross O'Donovan, and they were to play PC games.
Oh, hey, this is Steam Train,
A new show on Game Grumps.
all aboard on the train.
We're your conductors.
Russ,
And Danny.
it's a show about your computer games, you play them on the computer.
Modern and classic.
DOS and not so DOS.
Are you drunk?
What?
So all aboard!
Choo-choo!
That was a little weird.
I don't think so.
Somehow I feel like something's wrong. Because like we're being a parody of ourselves at the moment.
Ross was an animator from Newgrounds who has known and worked with Arin for years. According to Ross, he found the band that Dan was in called Ninja Sex Party and introduced Arin to their music. Arin reached out to Dan and they began working together. Arin directed music videos for NSP and animated a music video as well. All of this took place before John left, and you can see all of them in music videos together. At first, a large part of the audience did not like the lineup change, which is to be expected with this kind of thing. But over time, new fans were pouring in and the original Grump fans got used to the change and everything has been good since. Danny has a very different personality than John, and it changed the dynamic of the show quite a bit. It became less argumentative and wild, and Danny and Arin's personalities complement each other very well. Not to say John and Arin didn't work well together, they just had different opinions, and once in a while they would bicker. That's something you don't really see with Danny because he tends to be less opinionated. Game Grumps and Steam Train were, at this point, the focus of the channel, but Arin and Danny wanted to do more in their creative careers. Danny was still making music for Ninja Sex Party and asked Arin if he wanted to form a new band. Arin agreed and Starbomb was created. Upon further inspection, it turns out Starbomb had been in the works before Johnny had left Game Grumps, but hadn't fully been announced until Danny replaced him. Starbomb has since released 2 video game comedy albums with a third on its way. They have performed live together and even ranked #1 on the iTunes comedy charts during the release of their albums. Animated music videos for Starbomb are released on Egoraptor's channel. The Game Grumps channel grew and grew, and the community became very large and active. The Grumps used their popularity to raise money for charity, they hold panels at large conventions, and continue to expand as a business. Fast forward through 2 years of steady success to the next big step for the Grumps, moving out of a bedroom and into an office. This is a big step as a business because it centralizes the work area and streamlines the creative process. It also helps financially because the cost of running an office is a tax write-off. Let's say you own a YouTube channel that makes $30,000 a year. You will be paid every month through Google AdSense. Every quarter or 3 months, you will have to write a check to the IRS or your state's treasury. The sum of those checks are what you owe for self-employment tax, income tax, etc. A general rule of thumb for most states is that you will end up owing around 33% of your total income, so in this case, $10,000. Since you earned $30,000, the average you earned per month is $2,500. Each quarter you earned $7,500. You would end up paying around 33% of $7,500 per quarter, which is $2,475. Here's where having an office plays in. Say you are renting an office for $1,000 a month, and it is 100% for business purposes. You take your quarterly earnings of $7,500 and subtract the cost of the office, so $3,000 for 3 months. Now you are left with $4,500. This amount is all you have to pay taxes on. The estimated tax would be around $1,485 per quarter. What businesses try to do is maximize their expenses in order to pay less taxes. This not only increases their net worth and assets, but also encourages expansion. Also, the more you are able to cut down on taxable income, the lower tax bracket you will be placed in, meaning the lower the percent will be that you owe on taxes. Personally, I love talking about this stuff, but I know most people simply don't care. But it's very important to the narrative of YouTube channels because it's something that most of them need to take care of. Big channels like this have to have a firm grasp on business because they do make a lot of money and it comes with a lot of responsibility. But let's move on. They refer to the office as the Grump Space, and they share it with Markiplier, another vastly popular Let's Player on YouTube. The Grumps have continued to expand their channel by creating other spin-off shows. Arin's wife, Susie Burhow, assumed the role of manager for the Grumps for a while and also hosts Table Flip with Barry. The show is based around playing tabletop games in a Victorian setting.
Welcome to Table Flip, hosted by the lovely Susie and the impeccable Barry.
They have guests on the show such as OniNG, Spaz Kid, Dodger, and other maker talent. Around this time, they introduced a new show called Grumpcade, which allowed them to invite friends and other creators to participate in the show. This is a great platform for cross-promotion. Another large project the Grumps created was a 5-episode show called Guild Grumps. Over the course of the show, Ross led the Grumps through World of Warcraft to see if they could reach max level. Guild Grumps was shot like a reality TV show with testimonials and all. With the addition of the new shows and maintaining the Grump office, they needed to delegate responsibilities more effectively and hired a new editor named Kevin Abernathy. They also temporarily hired a lawyer named Graham Nicastro as the business developer and tabletop strategist for the Grumps. I think the lesson we can learn from the way the Grumps operate their channel is that if you treat your channel as a legitimate business while maintaining the personality and overall character you first presented, you can flourish while still having fun with it. The Grumps show content creators that we have to be responsible, but never take ourselves too seriously. If you've made it this far, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Please leave your suggestions for what you want to see in the comments or tweet me at TrevorsGFloor. See you later.
Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor.